this is Lolly. I want to show you the paper clip that I recently made for our challenge in our paperclip group in Facebook. And so this is a hidden clip. It slides onto your paper this way, but you could turn it around and do it the other way. And then there's a pocket here. So I want to show you how to do that. So you're going to need paper. I like to use 6-inch paper pads because the designs are so small, and I'm using Spring Fling by Lawn Fawn. I'm going to make this one in blue, so let's get that. You'll need some lace. I have lace, 2 colors of lace, rickrack, and you'll need a stamp set if you want to put a sentiment on it. And the size that I'm cutting this is 4.5 wide by 3 inches high. So 3 inches by 4.5. Let's get that cut. It's perfect because you can make 2 of them out of this, and this could be an embellishment. Now let's get our scoreboard out because we need to score that. Okay. First thing we're going to do is turn it long ways and score it at the 1/2 inch. And then rotate it 1/4 to the left, and we're going to score it at 1.5 and at 3.5. And that's all we need to do, but you'll need some scissors. I'm going to cut this out. So I want to bend this a little bit so you can see where these lines are. We're going to remove the bottom right rectangle and the bottom left rectangle. I'm going to cut this right on the line, but instead of on the line, I'm going to pivot my scissors a little bit toward the center at an angle. So again, I'm going to cut this one on the line and angle my scissors a little bit toward the center like that. Next thing I want to do is to put a notch right in here, a little thumb notch. Okay, so this is going to be the front, and I'm just going to put a little thumb notch. I'm just kind of guessing in the middle there. And if you want to do it, so if you want to do any distressing, you could do that. I'm going to give these a little burnish here, so it's easier now. You can embellish this first, or you can wait till afterwards. I'm going to wait till afterwards. The thing I want to do now is to get my paper clip on here. This is a 2-inch clip, and this is going to be a side-loading one. I'm going to put this at the top of this back flap with the skinny of these 2 loops in the top. So you can see what I mean right there. Okay, so if you look at it this way, it's on this flap close to the fold, not all the way. I'm going to turn that over, and I'm just going to give it a little dab of some permanent glue. I'm using Beacon Power Tack right now just to give it a little help there. And then I'm going to cover this up with packing tape. And the reason is that when you put things in here, you don't want it to catch on this. So I'm going to cover that up. So I want to make sure I go all the way at the top. I'm going to trim this off so it's pretty. I want to go all the way to the top, and I don't want it to be that long. I'm just going to make it the length of the paper clip here. Like that, and cut off the excess. Just giving that a little tug. That way, again, when I put something in the pocket, it's not going to catch on that right there. So the other thing I need to do is just glue this together. I have my paper glue here, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip this one over, and I can put paper glue right here, but over where I have that packing tape, I'm going to need to use a tape roller. There, close that first. There we go. You want to make sure that tape, the tape roller is not sticking out inside here. Otherwise, your little item that you put in the pocket will constantly be catching on there. And then I need to glue this all the way on. There we go. Alrighty, now we need that little inside piece, the little pocket. I'm going to use the contrasting one, and I'm going to cut this at 2.5 by 1 3/4. And then I'm going to use Fabri-Tac to adhere some seam binding to it. And I just need a little bit. Just fold it over and see how long you want that. So let's get this measured. This is about 2 inches. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp a sentiment on here before I put that on there. Now I have this stamp. It says, "Thanks for being awesome." And I don't even know if this company's around anymore. Verve stamps. I am not sure. So I'm going to stamp this out. And I'm going to kind of put it a little toward the left to give myself room for that pull, the lace pull. Then I'm going to take that again, and I'm going to just stamp the thanks on there. And put a little bit of scrap paper here to catch the rest of it. There. Cute. Then all we need to do is trim this down. I'm also going to add a little bit of black distressing underneath here to give it a little bit of a shadow. Not much, so it'll show up on the front there. Okay, now I need to just glue this on there. And this is probably going to be too long. I did it at 2 inches, but you don't need it that long. I think even like 1.5 should be fine. Fold it in half. And that's our little pull tab. But I also want to give it a little extra strength. Not strength so much because it will work, but I like the look of the staple right there. And then we just need to layer this up. And so I have little laces, variety of laces that I have collected. And I'm going to trim part of this off. I'm going to put that right at the bottom of that thumb notch there, so I know where to glue. And then I'm going to add some more of the seam binding right over that. However, before I do that, I'm going to cut the little notch, the thumb notch. There we go. Now it's going to work right around that thumb notch. And I'm going to give it one more shot and put some rickrack right here across the top. And these are not all perfectly matched colors here. That's it for the Fabri-Tac. Now we'll use our paper glue to attach this. So this is a challenge that we do every month in Paperclip Art Group, and the challenge is a different theme that we're supposed to do for a paperclip for that month. And then at the end of a 6-month period, if you have kept up with the challenge, then you are able to participate in a swap. Because of that, we tend to make 2 of each design. One for us and one for the swap. But you can make as many as you want, and you can make them without even swapping. So there we have, whoops, I didn't get that perfect there. There. Now we have that. Slides in and out of there beautifully. Hidden clip. Just like that. Isn't that cute? And how cute are those sticking out of your journal? So you can see this is a bit long. If you don't like it that long, trim it down. 2 inches might be a bit long for you. So thank you for watching. I'll put the link down below to our group Paperclip Art. And if you are on Facebook, you can join the group and participate in the challenges. Whether or not you can swap, you can still participate in the challenge. And it's a fun thing to do and a great gift to give to your friends.